You play so much. Anyway, Unapologetic Jae, we are back. It's just me, your host, Jae Michelle. Hakeem is not with us tonight, this evening, today. He's out doing hood rat things with his hood rat friends. So it's just me and LJ. But LJ is acting funny, acting like he don't want to talk. What you shaking your head for so awesome? You play so much. You get on my goddamn nerves. But anyways, what new music have you been listening
to? Let me look. Because it's somebody I've been listening to.
Young Thug dropped.
And he's dope, but not a lot of people know about him.
A$AP Ferg dropped. QC finally dropped. Quality Control. Compilation Part 2 finally dropped. And Snoop Dogg dropped.
It's a dude named Mike Wayne.
Mike Wayne?
Out of L.A.
He rap or sing?
He raps.
Mike Wayne.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to check it out.
He got this song called Habits.
Habits?
Yeah, I've been on Habits on repeat.
Is it on Spotify?
I don't know. It's on Apple Music, though.
Okay.
Where real niggas go to listen to music.
Oh, okay. That's cute.
That and I've been listening to that A&BJ song.
A&BJ.
1, 2, no 3, 7. They got bitches like nice in the lato. Big top knocking nigga out zapato. You never heard that?
Yeah. Ain't that YG record?
Nah.
He on it though, right?
Nah.
Yes, he is.
Nah.
For real?
For real.
Well, I thought that was YG record. Because they've been playing it a lot, like at the club and shit.
Yeah, I was playing it coming across the border with my windows down. My wife was so embarrassed.
Yeah, I would have been right there with her. Like, sir.
I'm mixed. I'm half black, half nigga, so.
The fuck? I'm half black, half nigga. Bet it up. I'm excited to listen to QC. I'm excited to listen to Young Thug's project because Young Thug is fire. Regardless of the antics that come with, you know, his image, the dresses and whatnot. But I'm excited to listen. I haven't listened to any of these albums yet, but they just came out this week. Snoop Dogg, it's called I Want to Thank Me or Thank Me or something like that. That scared the shit out of me. Because I didn't see nobody. Hey, girl. I didn't see nobody. But yeah. Who you like? Mike, what's his name?
Mike Wayne.
Mike Wayne. What's his Instagram?
Honestly, I don't know. I didn't follow him yet.
Is it Mikewayne?
Spelled like it sounds.
That's rare. That's cool, though.
He be around like RJ. And type of people. The song Habits got Scheme on it. Scheme from Inglewood.
Yes, Scheme from Inglewood.
I'm a Scheme fan.
That's the homie right there. That nigga got bars.
Yeah, buddy.
Scheme got bars for real, for real. He was on this one song I listened to all the time, and I didn't even know it was him. I was like, oh, shit. That's Scheme on that. Rapping that. I think it was a Chris Brown record.
Was it a Chris Brown record or was it his record with Chris Brown on it?
Nah, it was Chris Brown record with a gang of other niggas on it. And Scheme was on it.
Oh, you know what? I know what you're talking about. It was a DJ Drama. Is it that one?
Yes, the remix.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Are you coming up to this house and me fucking you on this couch? Yeah, I didn't know that was Scheme. But yeah, shout out to Scheme. Madame Tussauds. Have you been to the Wax Museum?
I went to the one in London.
You went to London?
I've been a lot of places.
Wow, fancy.
Just a lot of it.
Fancy. Who was there? What was your favorite wax statue? What do they call them?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Really?
Yeah, because it looked just like her.
I went to the one here. My favorite one was Snoop. And I went to the one in Hollywood, and they had tried to do Beyonce, and it didn't work. She looked like somebody else. It wasn't that bitch. But Madame Tussauds is giving Aaliyah a wax figure. What you think about that?
It's about time.
It's about time. Yeah.
They better do my boo Left Eye Lopez too.
It only took 20 years.
Before she burned somebody's house down from the grave.
Like yours. Oh, I know a nigga house she could burn down for sure.
You remember that when she burned down Andre Rison's house?
Yeah. I be the one to blame. Master Flame keep rising to the top. And it don't stop. Ladies night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night.
Let us know when you're ready to come back.
I'm just saying. You think it's going to be a new ladies' night with like all the new female rappers?
No, because it had to be called Hoes Night.
Why would you say that?
Because that's what they're promoting of themselves.
How so? Tell me, Jermaine, what's going on?
Please recite any lyrics from any popular song from any female rapper today. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Real ass bitch, give a fuck about it. Came through dripping, drip, drip. It's some hoes in this house. It's some hoes in this house.
You know how to get it bad.
No, for real. I be like, Barbie Tinks.
She's dope to me though.
No, Nicki is kind of hard.
No.
Who?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Cardi B. Nicki's
no,
whack.
Cardi's...
Nicki's whack.
Don't do my girl Nicki like that, please.
She's out of here.
No, she's not.
She's out of here.
Y'all tried to say that last episode.
So at least I'm consistent because she's still out of here.
She's not.
Okay.
What makes you say that? What about Nicki makes you say she out of here? Because
she hasn't done anything impressive in the last few years. Like she used to be dope at music wise. Period. She did her shit on Motorsport. Me and the homie, we had a whole argument about who got off harder on Motorsport, her or Cardi B. So we literally went through there and like counted bars and kept score type shit to see who. And Nicki did her shit though.
Nicki did her shit on Motorsport.
But as far as making like let's just talk about what she's known for is making big records. She hasn't done that. Like the records she's put out in the last few years have not been.
But don't you think that
she needs Safari back.
Don't you think that every artist like comes to a point in their career where it's like it's just a quiet time or a dry spell or
no, because when they actually drop something and it doesn't end that quiet spell or that dry time, then you're out of there. I mean, I'm not saying she's out of there forever. She might come back and drop something ridiculous. Like case in point. Did you ever listen to Jayo Felony?
I could give it to you, but what you gonna do?
Jayo Felony used to be hard to me. Jayo Felony ain't did shit in decades.
That one song still plays.
Yeah, no, but like I still listen to his Crip Hop album.
Crip Hop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he hasn't done really much of nothing. So now he hooked up with Xzibit. Xzibit got a new thing called Open Bar Entertainment, right? They just dropped this mini movie with Jayo Felony, where he's basically like reintroducing himself. Dude's like 40-something years old at this point. I can
guarantee you, if Jae Felony was to walk in this room right now, I would know who he is.
You wouldn't, but if you go watch Broken Ground, you would be like, oh my God. Like
what? Is his
he got
superb?
No, he got the coldest visuals out right now, period.
Oh, so you're talking from a visual standpoint.
And the music slap. Like it's knocking. It's knocking. Like he hasn't been relevant for years.
This is true.
And he just dropped some super dope content. So I'm not saying Nicki's out of there forever, but right now she's out of there. She's out of there. She's not really relevant. She's trying to play the whole I'm the queen, let me sit back and just sit on the throne and let my little minions have their run. No, you're not even relevant right now. She's not relevant. My opinion, though, you know.
Yeah,
Don't take it
it's
as fact.
definitely your opinion.
But you're a
It's not
fan. You're like one of the Barbies and shit. Like
I'm not a Barb.
Yeah, you're one of the Barbies.
First of all, I'm not a fan of any one in particular. I'm a fan of the hip hop culture, period. I'm not a fan of Nicki. Well,
yes, you are. Because you wouldn't defend her to these lengths that you do if you were. I understand.
Defend her to these lengths.
I understand.
I haven't even said anything.
I get it.
Cardi I would defend.
Cardi's dope.
Cardi dope as fuck.
She's dope.
But I come from the same world that Cardi come from. So I think I could relate more to Cardi.
You was drugging niggas?
Was I drugging niggas?
Don't incriminate yourself on this camera.
I mean, a couple of Visine drops have came into play in the past. But, like I said, Cardi and I come from the same world. I stripped for 10 years. And I understand the struggle. So, I think I could relate more to Cardi B than Nicki Minaj. We don't know where Nicki Minaj came from. She came from Queens. And then the story is she came, her mom was there, her and her brother came here, and then her mom came. And then when you start rapping, like, Cardi had more of a backstory that everybody, like, really saw. While she was, like, still stripping and making videos and stuff like that. Like, yeah, Nicki did, like, her street videos and rapping and, you know what I'm saying? Those street DVDs, those mixtapes back in the day. But, like...
She was hard back then.
But she was. Nicki is hard, period.
She was.
Itty Bitty Piggy will forever be my favorite. Okay. Forever. But she like a modern day Tupac, because Tupac went to a performing arts school. Nicki went to a performing arts school.
We know.
That's the only correlation I have between the two.
That's okay.
I didn't even say nothing else about it.
We're not gonna talk about Tupac because I'll piss a lot of people off on your show.
Why? You not a Tupac fan?
I like his music. I'm a fan of his music.
To a certain extent?
No, period. His music.
So how would you piss anybody off? Saying what?
Because Tupac ain't like what people make him out to be.
Well, we know that. We was around when he was actually alive.
Yeah, so
he was a conscious rapper first.
He spent like a whole 10 months in LA and like, you know.
He was a conscious rapper first.
Oakland, y'all could have him.
And then he got signed to Death Row and he became a thug. You know, you gotta play along with the character. What I didn't know was that Juice came out before any of Tupac's music.
Yeah.
So the light-skinned dude that played, what's his name, Hakeem, on Juice?
I think so.
Whatever. The light-skinned nigga, the main nigga.
It wasn't Hakeem, but it was something.
You know them New York names.
It was one of them Assalamualaikum joints.
Exactly. But he was on the Breakfast Club and he was like, yeah, Bishop kind of like sparked the inner thug, so to speak, not in those words, in Tupac for him to play into that role. Like Bishop came from and went into Tupac and his music. But that was on the Breakfast Club. So if y'all want to go see that, y'all go watch it on the Breakfast Club. But yeah. I don't know how we got on all these people talking about Aaliyah wax figure.
I don't know, because somehow Nicki Minaj came up again.
I asked you what's your favorite character. What character? Statue. What is it? Wax figure.
I said Whoopi Goldberg.
Mine was Snoop Dogg. The one here in Vegas.
I gotta go. I want to go there to that, what is it, the Cannabis Museum. I want to go see if it's still there, the Avengers joint. Like,
It's still there.
I don't get out enough. I work too much. And then when I'm not working, I try to go see a different part of the world because I get sick of what I look at every day.
Well, happy belated birthday to Nipsey Hussle. And Nip just celebrated, we just celebrated Nip's birthday. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Lauren London. I know that pain. That shit is ridiculous. I had a boyfriend murdered, assassinated, broad daylight in front of his mama. But yeah, Happy belated birthday to Nip. Did you celebrate Nipsey and play some music? Or?
I play Nip all the time anyway, so
Aren't you special?
it's not, even if he didn't die, it'd be the same thing just because
Dedication.
that's what taught to me. It'd be the mood. Like I'll go back and listen to Bullets 1, listen to Strapped or Burner on My Lap or something like that. And then go listen to Bullets 2 and Bullets 3. Those are my favorite ones, like the old Nipsey.
Bullets 1 and Bullets 3?
No, 1 and 2 are my favorites. 3 was cool. There's a couple songs on Bullets, Ain't Got No Names 3 that I like damn near more than anything on the other ones, but I like the other 2 projects as a whole more than I like 3. And then there was the Marathon, and the Marathon continues. The Marathon's when he kind of caught that wind, and he took off.
That's right around the time the store opened, right?
I don't know.
That was the first location, not this location, but the other one.
Yeah, around that time, I know Sam had a little T-shirt joint.
Yeah, that was TMC first, and then they moved to the spot now on Crenshaw and Slauson.
Yeah, see, I'm not an LA baby, so like,
neither am I. I'm a Compton nigga all day.
Yeah, you closer than me. I'm an IE baby.
Yeah. Shout out and congratulations to Roddy Ricch for Die Young single going platinum.
And for putting on for Yompton.
Compton in the building, bitch. We so talented out the city.
I give y'all that. From sports to music to just about anything. Like Compton has bred a lot of big things.
It's a shada with the blocka. That song hit though. I like that song.
If I gotta listen to you sing for another half an hour, I'ma wanna die young.
Why you gotta be a hater? What's wrong with you?
How much time you got?
I don't know. How much time we got? 45 minutes? You don't know. You're asking for no reason.
Oh no, you asked what's wrong with me. I said how much time you got for me to explain.
Well, let's get into the bullshit then.
Oh, that's what I like, bullshit. Come on. Hold on, I'm awake now.
Let's get into the bullshit then. Jay-Z has cut a deal with the NFL and Roc Nation, his company, so to speak, Roc Nation. And basically, what we know of the terms of the agreement to be is that he will produce halftime shows, well, Roc Nation will produce halftime shows, and then they will implement other artists into production during the season. So basically, if you got like that halftime shit, like, you know, them halftime pre-shows, the little commercials that usually be like all country artists, now it's probably finna be all rappers. And then a lot of people are upset about it. Some people are with it. Some people are upset about it. Some people feel indifferent about it. Some people are like, y'all hating. Some people are just like, he a businessman, what you expect. He a hustler. That's what he gonna do. He not for his people. So many different opinions. That has been the talk of this week. And then another story came out from TMZ saying that he was going to be part owner of an NFL team. Not saying which team, but what are your thoughts on it, LJ?
The spook who sat by the door.
That is the book I'm ready to read. You were supposed to give it to me.
Well, my father-in-law took it before I could give it to you, and it's been sitting on his nightstand. So I might have to snatch it, but it sounds like the infiltration to me. But you know,
infiltration.
But if you talk about it too much, it gets rid of the whole, you know, kind of covert nature of what's going on. But it sounds like an infiltration.
What do you mean by that?
Sound like somebody playing the game to get in position.
Yeah.
But I guess we won't know till we know.
This is true. Because the media definitely tells us what they want us to know. They don't let us know everything, and headlines are always sometimes very misleading. But I put a video up on my Instagrams saying how I felt about the situation. But it really wasn't about Jay-Z in particular. It was about my opinion that I left on Instagram was about the NFL using our culture to get their viewers back and to start making money again. That was my issue. Like, Jay-Z is a businessman. Jay-Z is going to do business, period. But I don't know. Like, it's so many different emotions or thoughts. Like, because it could go either way. Like, it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. It could help a lot of artists. It could help our culture, which we don't really need help because we're the number one genre in music. But
that means we're the number one at entertaining. We're not the number one at being owners and having control. You know what I mean? So,
and that's what I think is a good thing about it, because it's like, okay, you got your foot in the door, you have control over something. But at the end of the day, like, the NFL side is like, are they still not gonna respect
this? That's the problem. Is we want this acceptance and respect. Like, we're asking for the wrong things. Like, all we need is to have the means to do what we need to do without going outside and then you about to get killed by the police because your seatbelt's not on, or silly stuff like that. You can't expect somebody to like you or want to accept you into their little club and circle and under their wing or whatever. We have to start creating situations of ownership for ourselves, and economic situation for ourselves. Not separatists, not saying, oh, black people, let's come over here and this, but instead of like, ooh, please let me in, create your own opportunities. So the ones that are a part of our culture, and I'm not even just talking about black, just our culture in general, right? The ones that are a part of our culture, if they have some form of influence or they have means, then those are the people we need to look to for the leadership to be able to create opportunities for us or create an economic system that works for us. But we too busy picketing and marching about, oh, treat us like you love us, white man. I
don't feel like we need to have to want to be accepted by any other race, because every other race of color don't care what white people think about them.
Yeah, because they have their own systems.
Yeah, they have their own system, their own culture, their own traditions.
But see, that's the problem, is we don't have a country of origin to attach ourselves to.
This is true.
You know what I mean? We don't have a culture outside of American culture to attach ourselves to.
Right.
That's like people be like, oh, you African American. I don't even like being called African American. I ain't never been to Africa, and I don't even know that my ancestors are from Africa. Because, like, let me tell you, my ancestors are from right here, indigenous to this land, but they told me we from Africa so that we don't think that we came from, that they stole this land from us in the first place.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there. Like, we have nothing to attach ourselves to but what we know.
I realized that one day when I was working in the nail shop. This is when I was working in the Vietnamese shop.
They get you long nail.
Yeah. I do for you, honey. I do now. But it was me and it was a Hispanic girl next to me, and everybody else was Vietnamese. And I was with a lady, a client. She was black, and the Hispanic girl was with her client, and her client was Hispanic. And then you had the Vietnamese working with each other. Everybody was speaking a different language. And me and the black lady was sitting there just talking English. And I realized, I sat there, I was like, we are the only ones in this world that don't even have our own language. We got to speak English. And everybody know English. If I wanted to talk to you about something low-key between me and you, I can't even speak to you. Because we don't have a language. They over here speaking Spanish. They over here speaking Vietnamese. And we just, whatever we talk, everybody can hear and understand. I was like, that shit is fucking crazy. We don't even have our own language, our own culture, like you said, our own place of origin. None of that shit. Like, we just here.
And then the only thing we know about ourselves is what a history book tells us, and none of it's good.
None of it's true.
what true or not, it's not good, and that's the truth that's fed to us. So whether it's true or not is irrelevant. It's the fact that this is all we know about ourselves. That's why we attach ourselves to different things. That's why, the things that our people excel at, we take so much pride behind. People, why you guys cheering for Tiger Woods when Tiger Woods first start cracking? Oh, y'all don't even watch golf, but because he's one of us, that's
black.
why. Yeah, so we're gonna support that because it gives us something.
Even though he didn't claim us, we still claimed him.
What did that thing call itself?
Not Blackanese.
No,
Cablasian. That nigga said he was Cablasian. He was Caucasian, Black, and Asian.
Hey, we still love you, Tiger. Man, Tiger. Never mind.
Whatever. So apparently Jay-Z leaked a verse, or a verse got leaked by Jay-Z. I don't know how true this is, but I'll read it to ya. Somebody probably made this up. But anyway, just in case it is Jay-Z, whatever. He said, niggas tried to end me for partnering with the NFL. They don't want hope to achieve greatness. I can tell. Even after Wayne, 21, Khalif, Trayvon, and helping me get bail, I did it from the heart. Y'all did it for the clap. Biggest leap of faith, no rope or safety net. I'm jumping out. Who else do more for the culture? Told niggas on Blueprint 1 how to move in a room full of vultures. I'm trying to make sure Blue and her siblings straight, all while making sure all their kids is straight. Who better to talk financial freedom, injustice, and generational wealth? Last few years, I done put the culture in front of myself. They still want to kill Jay-Z. I'ma still push the culture forward because it's way bigger than me. I don't think he wrote that, but whatever. Is niggas really mad, though?
I think, what, the internet, the bad thing about the internet is it gives everybody a voice to have an opinion on some shit that's none of their concern. Like, I think we just need to sit back and let him make his moves. Like, most things are gonna be above our level of understanding anyway until things come, until everything
I don't have
unfolds.
a problem with one of our voices being in the room, and somebody has said, who made Jay-Z the leader of black people?
Jay-Z did.
Yeah, because he stepped up and made that initiative
you make yourself
to do
that.
what he felt like he needs to do to move the culture forward. I mean, I'm all for somebody having a seat in the room of our skin color and making decisions on our behalf, especially when half these niggas ain't able to do it.
Because
most of them sipping lean and popping Zannies,
and you got niggas like Floyd Mayweather that rather go throw $3 million in the strip club than do anything to help anyone anywhere. Like, so why scrutinize somebody that is willing to do for?
I think the deal is going to put a lot of,
because ain't nobody else doing it.
Going to give a lot of artists opportunity as far as exposure on a grander scale.
I think it's bigger than all of that. But I have no opinions on anything I know nothing about. You know what I mean? I'm going to wait and see how it all unfolds, man. I hope,
The plot thickens.
I hope the Cowboys make the playoffs. That's all I can say about the NFL right now.
Well, good luck with that. What about the Raiders? The Las Vegas Raiders.
I can't wait till they come.
It's going to be some smoke in the city. All them Oakland people coming down here. It's gonna be like All-Star Weekend all over again, but for a longer time. When All-Star Weekend was in Vegas, oh my God, it was so ratchet. Not to be talking about y'all Oakland people, but y'all motherfuckers was ratchet.
It wasn't just them.
But it was a mix. It was mostly Oakland people and some LA people.
Yeah, that's all it was out here. It was LA.
Well, let me not say Oakland. Let me say the Bay Area. Because, if Hakeem was here, we'd be like, nah.
Have you ever looked at a map and seen where Sacramento is in relation to the Bay Area? Moving right along.
I don't really look up there.
I could dig it.
Nah, I can dig it. You are terrible. Moving right along. But yeah, I don't think Jay-Z is doing anything. I don't think his intentions are malicious against black people. I don't think it has anything to do with Kaepernick. And I think that people are misconstrued in the fact that he said, we passed that. I think he was basically saying, okay, we know what the problem is. Now let's have a solution to the problem.
We like to bitch about problems, though. That's kind of our thing. It's
Nobody wants a solution.
Yeah,
they just want to talk about the problem.
Hey, have you ever had a retail job where somebody's complaining about something and you offer them the solution off top and they still want to give you the whole spiel? Like, they didn't want a solution. They wanted to be heard.
And we heard you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people just want to be heard. And
How many years are we going to say, you know?
Let's start fixing it. Let's stop complaining. Let's stop marching. Let's stop protesting. Let's start fixing it. Let's start taking action. I ain't never seen a walk down the street stop more niggas from getting killed. Like, let's start fixing it.
Start fixing
it. And if the people, if the powers that be don't want to fix something, then position yourself to be in the position to fix it. But bitching about it gets you nowhere.
Period.
I had a boss.
Jay-Z is fixing it.
There we go. So nobody should have an opinion unless they're in a position to do something for themselves. And if you're not going to step up and make no type of moves, kick back and get out the way. Let him go.
Let him do his thing. People was hitting me up like, oh, Jay-Z, bitch, Jay-Z. I said, I never said nothing about Jay-Z. I said, the only thing I said about Jay-Z was that the NFL came to him because they know he's at the top tier of hip-hop and he can make moves. He can afford to make this type of moves. You feel me? And yes, they want our attention back and they want our dollars back. And so they're going to do whatever they need to do to get our attention back. And that's business. Do I like it? No, but that's business. And that's what business people do.
But listen, you have to understand too, like from the other side of the coin, that's when you have somebody where you want them. Yeah, they want us and want our dollars and want our
like
cool.
Derek Grace. Derek Grace says, we don't need them; they need us.
But see, the problem is we get too caught up in the pride of it all. Like, no, y'all don't fuck with us. No, play the game, play the road, play the game the way it's supposed to get played.
Chestnut checkers.
And as soon as you have your opportunity and your opening, especially when it's like that and the ball's in your court because they felt the hit. And they need you now. It's not just look, we're opening the door for you. It's like, no, we need your help to, kind of push the NFL into the future and, bring it real in the fan base.
What you think about Meek Mill signing with Roc Nation with Dream Chaser Records? That's a tongue twister.
I don't know, because I'll be, uninterested in Meek Mill. Like I respect everything he got going on and all that, but I'm not a fan, and I'm not a fan, but I'm not a fan. You know what I mean?
I just want to see what talent comes out of the label. I want to see what he does with the label because back in the day when artists had labels, if you were signed with that artist, you wasn't coming out. Period. But now I guess it's a different time. It's digital. You can make music and release it on your own.
It depends on what artist you sign to.
Yeah, but I just
as long as you didn't sign to Jeezy.
Who signed with Jeezy?
Rocket 211.
Oh my God. Hey Rocket. I was into a Rocket video. Rocket fine ass. Hey,
moving right along. I feel like Dreamville and TDE are the ones to beat right now.
Absolutely, especially Dreamville. It's so many lyricists on there.
And
so many singers.
You can't say especially. I feel like they both got some shit.
I mean, they equally have bars. Of course.
And then as far as niggas is killing the game, QC got an all-star roster.
QC is killing it.
They got an all-star roster. So it's as far as
QC, Dreamville, and TDE got that's back in the day when niggas really wanted to sign to Def Jam or Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Or Bad Boy.
Yeah.
These are the top three now. How those were back then. Rockefeller, TDE.
I feel like Wiz really could have had a push at that with Taylor Gang and all that. And he still got he got dope artists or whatever, but
who was with Taylor Gang?
He got his homeboy, what's his name? Something 4800. Damn, I can't think of it right now.
It don't even matter.
It
don't even matter, sis.
Dang, what's Buddy name? I don't know. Anyway, but Juicy J was over there. AD been over there fucking with them. AD from Compton.
Over where?
With Wiz and them. Currency was like porting it up with them over there with Jail Life. Like they could have really made a run, but
you know what? When it comes to stuff like that, it's all about timing.
Yeah.
And right I think the game was in transition at the time from labels to digital to streaming to it was just about timing. But I mean, now if you come out now, like they all dope artists, like they should be straight. Especially Currency. Well, Currency just dropped a new project too.
Currency been doing his own shit for a long time and winning.
This is true.
Like Currency and Mac Miller were my two favorite examples of how to go the independent route and win. They got cult fan bases.
Yeah.
Like the Mac Miller thing, like before rest his soul, before Mac Miller passed, he wasn't
you could go to any festival and pack out.
What? He wasn't at no loss for getting love or nothing. Like Mac Miller was that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had a cult fan base. Like he had one of them like old 1980s and 90s punk rock fan base that'll follow him around the country type stuff.
Yeah, it's like, we're touring with the bands.
Yeah.
We're going to see our favorite artists.
Currency has that type of fan base. And it just goes to show, like, it's about your grind and how you set up your moves and how you play it up.
I think J. Cole did it good, like, by just making music for his fans, not submitting to Grammys and all that stuff. Like, a lot of people don't know that you have to be nominated for a Grammy by submitting your music. Yeah. If you don't submit your music, people be like, oh, such and such should have been nominated or such and such. If they didn't submit their music for the people that are Grammy members to vote, then you're not getting nominated for any award. You have to submit your music. Period. So a lot of motherfuckers don't know that. That shit is strange, and they make music and don't even know.
Message.
Hello. And don't even know it. You eat, not vagina, but sweets?
Not really.
Really?
Not really.
Cousin, you eat sweets?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's play a game. One gotta go. Have you been seeing that on Facebook lately?
Yeah,
like a lot of people play that one gotta go.
It'd be easy for me because I'm very particular on what I eat and don't eat.
One gotta go. Banana pudding, peach cobbler, pound cake, or sweet potato pie.
Peach cobbler is gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Over sweet potato pie?
I like sweet potato pie.
I like yams.
Yeah. Peach cobbler's out there. Easy.
We should replace sweet potato pie with pumpkin pie.
Oh, pumpkin pie's gone. Like, but who eats that?
Caucasians.
Yeah, I love it. We are of the wrong demographic here.
So pumpkin pie. One gotta go. Banana pudding, peach cobbler, sweet potato pie, or pound cake.
Say it loud for the people in the front.
Say it loud.
Peach cobbler.
Really?
Well, I know whose house I'm going to for dessert.
I'm going to say pound cake only because my great-grandmother made the best pound cake and she not here no more to make it. So, and I didn't get the recipe before she left us.
That's not a good enough reason.
So, I'm going my pound cake got to go. Pound cake got to go. Because they only sell it like in the grocery store now. But you remember the Sara Lee pound cake in the silver tin? Yeah. Oh, my God.
And then they had the one with the strawberry on top.
Oh, my God. That shit used to be so fire. I love peach cobbler, though. Especially when it's warm with vanilla ice cream on top. It reminds me of a Pizookie, too. Yeah, Pizookies.
Man, what? Who you thought you was talking to?
Yeah, Pizookies at BJ's.
Hey, me and BJ's, man, we got a thing going on.
Oh, my God. My mouth is watering so much right now.
Her mouth waters every time she thinks of BJ's.
Not blowjobs. Pizookies at BJ's. The original, like the chocolate chip with the vanilla bean ice cream. What's your favorite ice cream?
Cookies and cream. Actually, lately I've been on mint. I've been on mint and chip. I am. I got childish taste buds.
You are a child.
I eat chicken nuggets and shit.
So you with the Wendy's spicy nuggets?
Yep. I ain't been eating fast food though.
We know they support Trump.
I'm trying not to. You want to talk about Trump? Do you want to talk about Trump?
Let's talk about Trump.
Do you want to talk about Trump?
Let's talk about Trump.
What's wrong with Trump?
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that be Trump. Let's talk about Trump.
What's wrong with Trump?
Besides the obvious?
No, just even with the obvious. Tell me what's wrong with Trump.
I feel like Trump is very insensitive.
He is. He's an insensitive bastard.
Like, you just be saying reckless shit out your mouth to people.
Yeah, he does.
Especially the women reporters. You're dumb. Why would you ask that question? You always ask stupid questions.
Yeah.
Why? Like, what is the point?
I feel like there is a point, and the only reason I feel like there's a point is because you're the president of the United States. You have a whole team of people that determines what you do and don't say.
You know what? I feel like he don't even have a team. I feel like it's just him.
No, because one of the misconceptions is that the president is just like...
Didn't his whole team go to jail?
One of the misconceptions is that the president of the United States is this like omnipotent dictator that can do whatever he wants. Congress has more power than the president does.
Exactly.
The only difference is the president is one person as opposed to Congress being like, what, 50... No, Congress is actually the House and the Senate, so there's like a shitload of them motherfuckers. Forgot the exact
load of them bitches.
Forgot the exact number right now, but what else? Tell me more about Trump.
I mean, I just don't like how he instigates. It's very childish.
So it's the personal stuff about Trump that you dislike,
because
not the job or lack thereof that he's done, right?
I don't know what. Listen.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Let me say this.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Let me say this and let me be clear on this. I don't have an opinion about Donald Trump presidency because I didn't vote. Since I was 18 years old,
even if you did,
this is the first time that I didn't vote. I was in transition from moving from Atlanta to back here during the election.
You would have voted for Hillary Clinton?
I really didn't want to vote for either one of them.
I voted for neither one of them. I didn't vote for.
But I didn't vote at all. So I mean, I just be like, you know, the people who voted him in, or if he stole the election like George Bush did, or whatever happened. Like, these are the consequences of what we have to deal with for whoever put the motherfucker in office.
So you know what I felt like about Trump? I feel like all his bullshit and antics, it just be a distraction. Because he be low-key like, finessing. Because everybody's so busy talking about the dumb shit he said over here, they not worried about what he's doing in office.
Nobody knows what he did in office.
Because nobody cares, because the headline is the dumb shit he said on TV.
So you think he does that on purpose to distract people from actually doing a good job?
I don't know that he's doing a good job, but I wouldn't necessarily say he's doing a bad one either. You know what I love?
I don't think he's doing a good job at all.
You know what I love about Trump, though? Oh, he made all the closet ones come right on out on Front Street.
That's what I was about to say.
I know who I'm dealing with now. I love it. I know who I'm dealing with.
It's not about him in particular. It's about you made all these people feel comfortable to come out the woodworks and be like...
You can't blame him for that. I like that. See, I'm the type of person, a dude... I've had this situation before too. Though, like, was a
Nazi, a skinhead.
AB in prison. Come home.
What's the AB?
Do your Google, son. And don't like niggas. And we had to work. We had a job to do. And it was like, look, I know he let it be known. I let it be known, but there was a respect. Right. Because there wasn't no fake like, oh, hey, how you doing, brother? No. We can be straightforward with each other. We have enough respect to do what we need to do. Going about our business. It's the most dangerous ones are the ones that put that mask on when they deal with you. I'd rather know you don't have to like me, but I don't want you to pretend like you do.
And that's the thing about a lot of people now. It's like everybody wants to be liked. But I ain't for you and you ain't for me. I'm not for everybody. Everybody ain't for me. Everybody not gonna like me. Everybody not gonna like you.
Yeah, so let's have enough respect for each other to do whatever we got to do for our dealings.
Just respect me as a human being and stay the fuck out my face. If you don't like me, get the fuck, stay over there.
Or if you really got a problem where you want to do something, like pull up and do it instead of pretending and do it.
Pull up, bro.
Yeah, like, you know, so that's what I love about him being in office and all the dumb shit he says, because it lets me know who and what I'm dealing with. And honestly, Donald Trump is not a dummy. Like he's not a dummy. So for anyone to think that, you're naive and you're falling into whatever trap is being set. But end of the day, I could care less about half that stuff because it doesn't affect my life. I make sure I go and vote because I vote for local elections. I vote for midterm elections. I vote for the people that are making laws in the state, the county, the city, the where I live.
That's where everybody should be
my
voting.
Kids go to school. See, the thing is, they make a big deal about presidential elections, and then when midterm elections come, none of us show up.
Right.
Who shows
That's
up?
the important
Conservative
shit.
white males.
That's the important shit that people really should be voting on.
Because
but they
that's
do
the
it
stuff
on such a big way, on such a big scale about the presidency because of the money and the attention.
Exactly. But how much of anything that Trump, Obama, other than Obamacare, how much of anything that the
was bullshit too.
Oh yeah, it was. How much of anything that the last couple presidents did affected your everyday life directly?
It doesn't.
But there's a bunch of politicians right now that are making laws, spending our money and fixing streets or not fixing streets or pretending they're fixing streets or taking funding from schools. That's why you don't have kids. But for the last couple of years, we had to buy wipes and paper and stuff.
But I've seen that. Even living in Atlanta, that shit was strange to me because I was with my homegirl. She was like, yeah, this is the list of school supplies they need. And I'm like, the list of school supplies? She's like, yeah, they have to have their own paper, pencil. I mean, outside of the fact that, when I went school shopping, I would get notebook paper, my notebooks, and my backpack and stuff like that. But it was like paper clips, stapler, folders, markers. Like, I'm why?
No, now we're buying supplies for the teacher in the classroom as well.
Right.
Strike one.
And I was like, why do y'all have to
because of the budget cuts, and teachers for the years prior to this, teachers were paying out of their own pocket for these things, which is ridiculous. Now, if you look at it from a parent standpoint, and all the parents that were complaining, if you look at it, we depend on school as free childcare, as what educates our children, even though that should be our job to educate our children. That should be supplementary. For a lot of things, for activities, for social, for them to learn social skills and how to deal with people and groups and et cetera, et cetera. We depend on all those things. Yet when it comes time to contribute to those things, why do I have to do this? These people are watching your kids for a better part of the day than you are.
And then it's like, where do you think the money comes from to supply?
I mean, it does come from our taxes, but.
It's still supposed to.
Yeah, that's the point. That's why it's so important for us to go and vote for local elections. Like, that's what happened with everybody was so happy Obama got elected, and then nobody voted midterms, and the House shifted Republican because the midterm elections came up, and who went to vote? Conservative white males.
Yeah,
while we were sitting there like, yep, we got a black president, but didn't do anything.
So are you mad that you get in fucking street sweeping tickets, or it's potholes that's not being fixed, or
you won't get up and vote?
There's an intersection that needs a red light or a stop sign, or there's a street that's people are speeding down and you might need speed bumps. Like, anything that's happening in your community and where you live in your neighborhood, you need to vote midterm elections.
And be involved in like city council meetings and different things be involved
and they announce the shit
complain.
Too. They tell you when they have city council meetings and people don't go.
Be involved.
I remember the Access Channel. I used to watch the city council meeting, the Compton Access Channel. I used to watch them have the city meetings. God.
All right, Granny. You crocheting for winter hats? It's about to get cold, Granny.
Whatever, bitch.
I'm not nobody. Yeah, we talk about that. So go vote.
Go vote your midterm. When are midterm elections? What months?
Every 2 years.
Every 2 years. That also determines like the governor, the mayor, or the mayor gets a longer.
different positions have different terms. Like some of them are 2 years, some of them are like every year, some of them are 4 years, some are 6 years. I think certain like either Senate or House is like every 6 years or something. So
basically, gonna have to Google what's going on in your community to see when your midterm elections are. And
see what's on the ballot. Because you're not just voting for people, you're voting for different laws, for different ordinances, different things that are coming.
Like for that marijuana to be legal.
Yeah, record turnout for that. But when it comes to, voting about funding schools or,
Which is important. Because a lot of people have children.
That's the thing. Like, we got to take control by, like, being involved where we can and where we're supposed to be and go from there.
Right. Moving on. Last topic of the night, pre-date. So pre-dating is some new things that some guys, I'm sure, created. Because no female will create anything like this. Pre-dates.
Maybe for their safety.
Predating is basically when you link up with a guy or a girl, you guys hang out casually, like at a park or come over, Netflix and chill, to see if y'all have any type of chemistry. And I know a guy made this up before he goes and spends money on a real date. But shouldn't that be like the time that y'all are texting back and forth when you're having conversations? Wouldn't you know that I have chemistry with this person? I want to take this person out on a real date. Like, why do we have to hang out first? Check the chemistry, check the temperature to see if you're somebody that I want to hang out with before you spend your money on me.
We just live in a whole different era now. Like, most people are meeting people online and dating online. And I watch Catfish when I be bored at home in between editing and stuff.
Funny.
And it's like, how are you in love and had a whole relationship and you've never seen each other? Like, we just live in a whole different era now.
They be going in on Catfish. Like, we've been talking for 6 years and
like we're in love.
That's
and we're
the love of my
married.
life. But I've never video chat with them. And every time I call, they don't answer the phone.
So just taking the like ridiculous factor of you're probably not talking to who you think you are out of it, even if it is legitimate, like that's the standard of a relationship now, is like sending text messages. Like the personal connection is gone. Like it's all
I feel like this.
Keyboard.
If I'm having a conversation with you and you can tell that I like you or you like me, and so then we may have phone calls, and then if you have an iPhone, then you may like video chat, you know what I'm saying, FaceTime, as they call it. You can tell the vibes then. Like, what is the pre-date about? Like, it's a pre-date?
I don't know. I just feel like it's just another one of those ridiculous things in this wonderful society we live in now. Like
what the hell?
Like, if you don't like her, just leave. Just leave the date, bro. Like, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Choo! My Uber's outside.
My name is, your name is.
Hey.
Okay, I think you fly. Let's chat. While I'm texting you, if I'm not rolling my fucking eyes like, oh my God, this nigga's fucking dumb. I already know I don't want to go on a date with you. Why do I need to predate you to know that?
I don't know either. Just either go on the date or don't. And if the date don't go good, remember we used to tell the homie like, hey, look, if I say this, or call me at such and such time. If I say this, that means I need you need to say something.
It's even easier now. You could call an Uber from the table and be like, I'm going to the bathroom. And don't ever come back. Or you could actually be honest with somebody and be like, you know what? This isn't working. How about we go Dutch? I don't want to see you no more. We don't have any chemistry. We're pretty stupid. I'm going to pay for my water. You pay for yours. And we can end this shit right now.
Oh, man. That would be too much like right for this generation.
Men come up with the dumbest shit. Well, I ain't going to say men. I'm going to say boys.
You don't even know. It could have been a girl and you're going to feel real dumb.
But most of the time, guys pay for the dates, the first dates. So if you're trying to save money by seeing if you have chemistry with this person before you spend money on them, that's definitely a guy's idea.
If you want to save money, just take her on a date that don't cost no damn money.
Right. It's parks.
Yeah, go take her go walk by Lake Las Vegas or something. If she
Everybody
asks to
got
stop
like
in one of these shops, tell her, no, come on, I got a surprise at such and such time.
Everybody got
We
like a
gotta
shop live space, like at Atlantic Station or like a fucking town square, like
Yeah.
how we got, like it's all shops. Just go walk around.
I don't know. I ain't
Get some
predating
ice
nobody.
cream.
I'm married.
Get bottles of water. Like, you can date without spending money.
Hey, so is there a pre-marriage?
Yeah, living together and being a boyfriend and girlfriend.
That's whack.
Being in a relationship.
I need to be able to kick you out at any time.
No, for real.
This ain't working. Go home.
But you always should have some money, so if that ever happens, you're not stuck living with somebody. You know how many niggas I met in Atlanta talking about we broke up, I still live with my ex. No, y'all are together.
Yeah, that's a nigga line. That's a nigga line for she gonna be around and you gonna and I'm gonna have to hide you. So this is my way of letting you know that she's
but
right
we
here.
still live together.
No, you not, nigga.
Bitch, shut up. Lying. Anyways, we have come to the conclusion of our show. Unapologetic Jae. Follow me on Instagram, Unapologetic Jae. That's a J, not a G, as you can see right there. It's a J. Unapologetic Jae Podcast. We are on all major streams except for Tidal, I think. We are definitely on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and Stitcher and SoundCloud and on YouTube.